Hi, folks. How you doing? Is everything fine? Are you taking care of yourself? And do you remember me? You used to hear my voice, but I think these are the new podcasts that I'm gonna be working on. Maybe I'll continue those other ones too, but there's a major difference, and you might ask, why would you have two podcasts? Let me tell you why. These podcasts are my podcasts, and it's gonna be whatever I am. So it's going to be edgy. It's going to be sometimes a little shameless. It's going to be volatile and offensive. I hope it's offensive. I love offending people. I love making people feel bad about themselves. I love it. Very good. Very good feeling. So, this is the podcast, but it's not going to be dark. It's going to be bright. It's going to make you feel good. I hope I make you feel good, but I don't know why. Whenever I walk into a room, I make people uncomfortable. I don't know why. Maybe they're insecure. I don't give a shit, to be honest. So, but I'm going to try my best to be friends with you people instead of, be like, I'm the host and you peasants. That's how most influencers work. So I don't know if I don't know if it's even a what is it? What am I doing right now? Is it a podcast? Is this a vlog? Is that my mother? Yes, that is my mother. She's washing the dishes. Why am I not helping her? Because I'm a lazy fuck. I'm a piece of shit. I know that. Oh yeah. But I'm working right now, so I think she has to consider it, but she doesn't. But it's fine. She's making the house a favor, because if she doesn't, who is gonna wash the dishes? Me. And do I do that? No, I'm a lazy fuck. I'm a piece of shit. I mean, I always, say that. It's actually a defense mechanism, acknowledging that you're a piece of shit so that people won't have to tell you that you're a piece of shit in the future. That's what a weak piece of shit I am. But I'm not here to talk about the piece of shit I am. But in general, I'm a pretty good guy. I hope I am. I don't know. Most people say I'm a good and kind guy for some reason. Although there are some, I think it's 50-50. But let me tell you what I did. I ask you people, are you taking care of yourself? And I hope you do. And I am taking care of myself. Yes, I am taking care of myself. I'm working on my diet. For the previous month, for the last month, I was eating like a pig. Like George Carlin says, I was big time, pig time. So I was eating like a pig. I felt shitty as the day went by. I became fatter. I was 91 kilograms, and what am I now? 94 kilograms. So it's fucked up, but food was good. But it was expensive. Right now, I look at the prices. I mean, holy fucking shit! That's a very high price for a meal. But in general, I would say that don't eat outside anymore, because the food is overpriced. It's not expensive, Expensive has a positive connotation, but overpriced has a negative connotation. And all the food outside is right now overpriced. So for the sake of my health and my pocket, I'm not going to eat outside anymore. And yesterday, I spend the money I spent on those delicious, wonderful, unhealthy heart attack foods. Instead of spending my money on that, I spent it on a nutritionist. I saw a nutritionist. She looked at my blood test. I have high cholesterol. I have high triglyceride, high triglyceride. I don't know the pronunciation. I'm not an educated person, at least in that field. So she was like, you have the body of a 50-year-old, so you got to take care of yourself. I'm like, that's what I'm here for. I'm going to take care of myself. So she said that also your liver is in a very bad state. No surprise there. So now I'm working on it. I'm trying to walk 70 7,000 steps a day and losing weight and try not to eat, which I succeed. I'm not going to lie. I'm good. I'm drinking green tea and, having a lot of liquids in my body. But I have some issues. Actually, my legs feel cold all the time. I have very bad circulation, but I think it's because of all the harmful fat in my veins. So I think it's going to clear up after a while, but my legs feel very cold. I rarely take classes. I feel drained. I don't like to teach anymore. Actually, I do. I do like to teach, but it's the atmosphere. For the last couple of months, the atmosphere of the whole world and the country was not very good. Don't make it political. But so yeah, that's it. And what did I do during this time? I spent time with my people. And since I care about my people, I was like, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to take care of myself. And I took care of myself for them, not for myself, because I don't care. If you're alone, it doesn't matter if you're dead or alive. But for the people around me, you have to take care of yourself. So if you don't, if you don't take care of yourself, you're living a shitty life, you're a selfish prick. So there goes that. Don't be a selfish prick. A cunt. You can say this on Instagram, I think, but whatever. So, yeah. What happened? I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Fuck, that was good. That was a good game. If you haven't played it, it's a pretty old game. If you haven't played it, you should. It came out in 2009. I played it back then. Didn't like it. Because at the time, I was a very big fan of Resident Evil games. I was playing Resident Evil 5. And also Crysis. So Call of Duty was not very appealing for me. Call of Duty was not very appealing for me because it's a very linear and a cinematic game. And I'm not into too much cinematics. So I played it. I loved it. Oh, no, at the time I hated it. I used to hate Call of Duty. And I used to have very heated up arguments. But I played it recently and I loved it. There's a big contrast between my perception of 11 years ago. So last time I played it was 11 years ago and I didn't get it because at that time I was, in Turkish what we say, shumbul, but I didn't get it. I was a kid. I was 15. Now I played it. I loved it. Everything about that game was good. The music is composed by Hans Zimmer. I don't know if you people know Hans Zimmer. The movie freaks know him. Those people who watch movies know him. He mostly works with Christopher Nolan. That guy made the music for this game. That means it's a big deal. The story was awesome. I was on the edge of my seat to know what the fuck is going to happen at the end. And it happened. I mean, stuff happened. It was awesome. The payoff was awesome. It was overwhelming. And after I finished it, I felt like, I had a very good meal, mental meal. I don't know if it's addiction, but it's not addiction because if I don't play video games, I don't feel bad. But when I play video games, I feel awesome. That's the difference between addiction and hobbies. Yeah, some people say, I'm not going to talk about those people, those cunts, they say video games are addictive. But I played it. I loved it. And I suggest you people play that game too. And I watched a stand-up special. It's not really a stand-up special, but I suggest you people watch that special. It's on Netflix. Bo Burnham's Inside. Yeah, it's very interesting. And I was kind of inspired by him to make this podcast. So, yeah. I suggest you watch that. It was very nourishing, mentally very nourishing. So I watched that too. I watched Loki series. You got to watch that one too. I really want to talk about those stuff. And yeah, that's it. And anything other than that, one of the most difficult things to pronounce as a narrator is other than that. So other than that, everything was very mundane, pretty stuff that everyone does in life. And I want to talk to you about the podcast. What is this podcast? This is not the other podcast. It's something else. I haven't chosen a name even. I don't even know what to call it. I don't want it to be something generic. So, but I'm going to need your support. I'm going to need your help. And I'm going to need you people to email me. You know my email. For those who don't, Sina the voice actor at gmail.com. SINAVOICETHEACTOR at gmail.com. You can email me. You can tell me anything. I don't know if maybe you ask for advice because I'm a voice actor. I always get so many DMs about voice acting. They ask me for tips, for equipment, how to start. I can answer those. Just personal question, whatever you want, because I want you to be a part of this podcast. I don't want you to feel alienated. I want you to feel like you're here sitting with me. And they say my podcasts have those effects. So we have that. Work on it. And you can just email me anytime you want. You have a whole week. Not a whole week. You just have 3 days so I can receive your emails and read your emails. And you will. I need feedback, I need feedback because most of the time, not most of the time, all the time, since I was born, I'm on my own. And I'm going to need your support and I'm going to need your feedback. You're going to tell me what's good and what's not good about my podcast. Sometimes I'm going to listen to it. Sometimes I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself. So, it depends. I mean, it's the risk you take. And yeah, that's it. That's it for the first episode of my unnamed podcast. But I think by the time it's uploaded, it is going to be named. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for listening. And I want to have I know I don't finish that easily, but I want to have an outro. A goodbye sentence, but not a goodbye. I used to say, love you people, bye-bye, but that was for, something not edgy. But I listen to Bill Burr's podcasts. He always ends his podcasts and his listeners and their emails with, thank you and go fuck yourself. So I don't know if I should tell you that. Maybe you will get offended. Knowing me, you know that you shouldn't be offended. But if you are, that's not my problem. You shouldn't get offended. I think it's very weak to get offended these days. I think it's a very typical millennial 21st century behavior to be offended by everything, And it's really difficult to offend me. I have so many people who joke around. They come up to me and they're like, dude, if I said something to offend you, I'm really sorry. I'm like, dude, it's impossible to offend me. So I'm not saying that you should be like me, but I'm saying that, that's life. And that's funny, as it seems. So, just for this episode, go fuck yourselves. Bye-bye. I love you people, but go fuck yourself. Thank you. So, yeah.